Zog maps?
Yeah, I had them all. I'm not sure why it asked me to download it again, or if it just does that anytime you kind of load back into one.
Mm.
All right, we are all good. Let's see the hunts.
Oh crap, I completely forgot I don't have spectator overlay.
No, you don't. You haven't downloaded.
Nope.
I can shoot you a link real quick. Um.
Yeah, uh,
Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. I gotta do mine this
should
small.
be fine. I can still, um, yeah, kind of watch what's going on.
Yeah. Do you think? Let's see. Hold on. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Um. Oh yeah, he's got a hunt there. Okay. So make sure our hunts are good. Yeah, look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. They look even. Although I personally like um, Krikao's hunts more.
Yeah, it's nice because he has that kind of in the wooded area. You can give him a little bit of cover, maybe.
Well, I think it's bigger that. I mean, if you look at the hunts of Trajan,
Mm-hmm.
most of his hunts are forward.
Oh yeah, I see what you're
So
saying. Yeah.
uh,
Also some yaks that they could grab too.
rapid trading posts, common. I think those yaks will be really huge.
Yeah.
If Dutch want to stand a chance in this matchup, they have to collect as many yaks as possible and pretty much already consume them as soon as they hit H2.
Yeah, definitely would boost it. He kind of needs everything you get to speeding up
Yeah,
the level of play for him.
because that's honestly a big mistake many people make. From what I've seen, um, with cows and yaks and water buffaloes,
Mm-hmm.
they consume them as when they have 500 food.
Yeah, so you're
But
saying
at
they
that point,
not
they
to
are
wait.
not that important because your eco is probably booming already by then.
Mm.
But as soon when you use those yaks, when you consume them in the A chop, it's actually quite huge.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're doing. If you're rushing, it certainly will give you an advantage in terms of being able to get full batches out quicker. Um,
Oh, certainly. But even if you're defending, because let's be honest, the Dutch player Krikau, he really has to get a lot of skirms out quickly,
yeah,
and for that he will need to send a lot of fills to coin.
yeah, exactly.
And when he has those yaks, he can just, let's say he has 5 yaks. I mean, it's pretty much food for, what was it, 10 skirms?
Yeah,
Yeah, 10 skirms. And it's just 3 fills on food and everyone else on coin.
yeah,
And at that point, he can really, spam out those skirms for quite some time.
yeah. It's nice as well because he doesn't have to worry about his herd as much either. He can kind of keep him very close to the town center, and then
Yeah.
just be able to have that jump inside if he needs to. But we still got a bunch of them not claimed yet. There's 3 pairs in the middle not claimed.
Yeah. Now, the water will be kind of interesting. I would love to see someone go for water, actually.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I don't know. I didn't check decks yet. Let's see.
Well, personally, I think that if Trajan's Rush does not finish it in Colonial Age, he
Mm,
should go to water and get a little fish boom going.
yeah,
Even like 4 or 5 fishing ships, it's more than worth it.
he has. If you look at the decks now, Trajan has almost all unit shipments in there. So you see his
Oh
commitment
god,
to you see his commitment to the rush.
I do
No
not agree
resource
with that deck.
no
I
resource
do not.
crates.
I do not agree with that deck in the slightest.
We'll see how it plays out for
I
him.
mean, at least I would, have some mercenary shipment in the Colonial.
Mm, yeah, especially the I don't know the name of them. Are they Huron allies with the
Yeah, the
uh
Huron.
yeah, that's excellent H2 shipment.
Yeah, I don't understand why he has the 4 Veils in his deck either. Seems such an odd choice to me.
Yeah, let's see what he has planned. Dutch looks decently standard, I would say. I mean, you're assuming those pikes are going to be sent out at some point once those horsemen come
Yeah.
in.
What I usually like to do with Dutch is just open up with hussars.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's pretty solid play too.
I mean, it's whatever. It's what I do. I pretty much always
Yeah, you
open with
always like
Gav, even
raids.
with China.
Yeah, but
Even
it
with China, I open with Gav just to buy. No, but it buys so much time.
exactly,
I mean, if
and
you open with 3 Gav and send it into Trajan's, if he opens with 3 Hussars and send it into Trajan's Eco,
hmm,
Trajan either will have a rush that is not more than, let's say, 10 Tomahawks and 7 Aena, uh, or he will lose half his Eco.
yeah, and then a game like this that could be vital for him, especially against Eero. But
Yeah.
Tomahawk's already sent out. Looks like they're going towards the center of the map, and then you can see his
Uh,
forward
Trajan
base.
is way too late with that war hut, to be
We'll just
honest.
send north.
Usually, what you want to do with Urkoi, in my opinion, is just before you H up, have that war hut forward, then use that as a
The
drop off
shipment
point.
point, yeah.
Yeah, just ship one Travois in the colonial or in the discovery age, and then use that as drop off point. Because now his tomahawks arrive a tad too late,
Yeah, it takes a while from the walkover.
especially the reinforcements. He's taking solid treasures though.
Yeah, he just sent in the siege for his explorer.
Let's
So we'll see what he
see.
decides to do with that. He's going in
Pikemen,
with
that
Tamos right
is
now.
not that sending 8 pikemen when you do not know what your opponent is doing is not the best decision in my opinion.
He's doing it blindly, and he's not getting the barracks up. Barracks is still not up. Not sure if Trajan sees it yet.
Oh dude, if he sees it, it will be disgusting. He will destroy it in one shot
Yeah.
with the explorer.
But he's not. He's going around the side, and pikes are getting into melee.
Yeah, but those spikes, I mean 8 damage a hit. Minus 20% even. I mean they do 7 damage, it's
No,
really
yeah.
pathetic.
Yeah, they're not going to do much in that. Especially, Tamos are actually
And
decent in melee as well.
yeah. Oh, they are great at melee. I have them in melee most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah. So here we go, man. First house is down, and the pressure is on.
Why did he not delete that house? That hurts.
So we'll see. I don't know. See if you guys any skirms in queue yet. I don't see any. Oh no, wait. Here we go.
It's too little, too late, I think.
Yeah, he's got a
I mean, now Trajan can just send in the.
skirms
Oh,
are
yeah,
out.
that's such an awful spawn point as well.
Right in front of the
Oh, shoot.
Tamos. And he did take down the Explorer, but he's gonna
Yeah,
have
but that spawn
issues.
point, that hurts. That was awful.
You really gotta use the range of the skirms, especially in this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, here come the Kanya horseman. Dude, I'm so triggered that Trajan still has his drop-off point at his town center,
Town center, he
instead
doesn't
of his
have forward.
war hut. But
And
yeah,
then-
this has to be GG.
Yeah, skirm's getting slaughtered. Unfortunate
I
matchup
mean,
there,
he's-
but
Well, I think he could have made more of it, to be honest. I
Sure.
mean, if you see, he has 5 yaks under his TC
yeah,
with
This is-
170 foot each, yet he is still not on them. I mean, I do not really like the decision to leave the yaks alone.
so he's gonna try getting our barracks up behind that. First barracks will go down.
This is also odd. Why he has four outposts in his deck?
I can check that.
I do not
An
really
H3.
agree with that decision. Yeah.
Very
it's
interesting.
such an odd one.
Yeah,
And dance halls? Well, dance halls kind of make. This feels more like a treaty deck, if anything.
yeah. I was thinking. My first thought was like a free for all, or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he has a back barracks, but I don't think he will be able to come back from this. That's good scouting by Trajan to spot those fields with that Kanya horseman.
Yeah, and here we go. Got pikes just popped out.
Micro, that's good micro. Really good micro.
Saved all 3 cav, and then the other one's gonna run away as well. So.
Yep, that's really good. I like to see that.
And as you were saying earlier, he has almost all villas now are switching over, but he had almost all of them going to coin there because he needs to get that coin out for these skirms.
All right, he does. Trajan does fix this. Those idols. Yeah, this has to be GG. He's just using the calf as bait. Now the pikemen are getting killed. Yeah, this is over. Really tough matchup, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty difficult to deal with. I think, like we were saying, using those yaks would have helped out a lot. He just never really had a force in the first place.
Yeah.
That's kind of screwed him over a little bit.
Yeah, I think you have to play an all-out defense if you want to do anything with Dutch at this point.
So here we go. Got all villagers running to running to the east. Completely
migration.
Vanning town center. No, they're coming back. He wanted to save his explorer, maybe.
Well,
yeah, the migration is on.
I'm not really sure what his explorer is going to do for him. But... Dude, and he's still not taking those yaks.
Yeah, yaks are still there.
I mean, they have 200 food each.
Yeah.
It will be such a huge help to collect those. Honestly, I feel like I have after these series, I have to give Trajan some advice on how to make a bloody deck. Because not even 400 or 700 wood is in it. I mean,
yeah, it's a very interesting decision there.
He does have all upgrade cards though. Even the cavalry upgrade cards. That's odd.
Minutemen doing the job of the pikes, not getting slaughtered. He honestly has enough vills there to maybe take down all that cav if he puts them close into melee.
But at what losses?
And here comes the infantry. Doing everything he can to stay alive, and it's not looking beneficial here.
Nah, STC will fall, and then at that point it's over. He's now desperately trying to get some houses up.
I love it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Now he sees it. Yeah, I feel like the 2 towers would have been a good call here. Especially with this map format, I think it would have been kind of nice too, because he has enough wood and coin around his base to where he could have stayed alive a little longer.
Yeah, and he could also, you know, if he manages to get those tower. I mean, yeah, it's tough versus the Iroquois war chief because it has so much siege damage. But I feel like if you have a tower and then like 5 skirms behind, you could defend quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, if you could even get a few walls out, maybe that would help him as well.
Yeah, it's either that or you have to buy time with Summer Sauce.
And that is GG. So game 1 goes to Trajan.
Yes, sir. I might try to download the spectator overlay.
Yeah, you should. Here, let me link you it real quick.
Let's first look at the achievements. Yeah, of course, good KD for Trajan, 2-1. Yeah, pretty much as expected. Nothing was really in the favor of Krikao.
All right, I sent you the link.
Yes, sir. Sweet.
Vividly playing with the $5 donation. I love it. Thank you, Vivid. I wonder if I didn't see if a chat went through on that or if you just sent that on PayPal. I wonder.
I think you could already send donations. I
I
mean,
had there's a link
you have
below.
Streamlabs, right?
Yeah, there's a link below the video,
Um,
so I don't know which one he would have sent it on. But hold on, I get your volume back up.
Wait, which one do I have to download?
It's the top one. Hold on, let me go on the page.
You go on page. I do not really see a link, to be honest.
You want so the second set where it says the UI 2.1C 1920
Okay.
by 1080. You want that first one.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, I see it. Do I have to put it in a specific or anything?
I think it's just the bin one. I think it should automatically go in the correct bin.
Okay.
Alright, I need to get your volume up.
Let's see.
You might have to restart the app. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think I have to, yeah. Wait, apparently it says I already have... What? Apparently I already have one. Wait, bin... I have UI here. Strange.
Is it you have it downloaded but it's not registering?
No.
You might. I'm not sure. It might have to be in a specific folder.
Yes.
I have here I have a bit. Oh, wait, I'll just. Oh, I love that map, Bambas.
Oh yeah, this will be a good one.
That map is so beautiful. Alright, I think I have to restart the game after this.
Alright, sounds good.
This should be fine.
Alright, here we go. So we got Sue versus the Dutch.
Oh man, I love me some Sue.
I was waiting for your reaction there.
Oh man, I love it. Great map. Although
Are you ready?
Although on this map, to be honest, I like the Dutch more.
Can you explain a little more why?
Well, because what the Sioux can't do is go for treasures and try to get those llamas. And Dutch can pretty much do both. I mean, sure, the Sioux war chief is fast, but you know, it's not really helping much in getting both of them.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he decides to do because he didn't use the llamas last time.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if he's even thinking about it. Um, got some followers that joined in here. We got Level Sweet, P4R7H, Mongo. Dude, some of these names are just like I don't even know how to pronounce these names. Mongo something. Welcome. Welcome to the
All
squad.
right. I suppose I have to fix the UI later.
Hopefully after these matchups, we'll have another set. There's another game going to go happen after these two.
Sweet. Which
So,
one? If I may ask.
I think it's the Euro. I can get the players. I don't know exactly their names. Let me get it here. Hold on. Yeah, Euro 18 to 21 matchup.
I do not agree with the decision. Well, I guess he did not use the livestock last time either. So, but usually what I would do with Sue is just try to start off with by getting as many llamas as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that go straight to the middle and collect the treasures.
Yeah, because
I
the
mean, that's
llamas will be more valuable than the treasures, especially if you can grab the majority of them.
yeah, but you have to use them.
Yeah, so let's see what kind of treasures we got here.
I mean, last time Krikao had, what was it? Over
Got like
1,000 food
yeah,
underneath his TC.
5 yaks.
It's so huge. Oh man, that's such a great treasure. Look at the
You can ping it if you use a flare.
dude, that's
Yeah.
such a perfect treasure for Sue
Oh,
to
the Quita
take.
boy.
Yeah, and Career, and he could also just take it easily because the Guardians are so weak.
Yeah, and he gets a convert one as well. There's
Well,
also
he doesn't even have to be honest. I mean, he just has to hit them once, run away to line all the walls,
yeah, you get that
and then
splash.
just hit them with the splash damage.
Yeah, there's also a wood treasure up there, which could help him out a little bit depending on what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What I like to do on this map though is go for a native rush.
we got Inca. Oh yeah, they have both they have 2 infantry units,
Yeah,
which help
and
out.
The Inca Spearman is so crazy strong.
Yeah, they have the spearmen and the bolas? Is that the other one?
Yeah, the
I think
bolas,
as a splash
which is
damage
pretty much
is
weak
infantry.
grenadier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of huge to be honest. I mean, especially with civs that can get up to the next age really quickly, like Aztecs, I like to use them with.
Yeah.
And then, just go up to the second age really early and make sure you have that TP up. And at that point, before your opponent could even react, I mean, they even train so incredibly fast. They train in like, what, 5 seconds?
Did they really? I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
They train really quickly.
And
And, and they are also dirt cheap, to be honest. I mean, they cost, I thought it was 100 food and 15 wood.
yeah, they're pretty cheap as well. And then being able to train both units, that's especially useful.
Yeah, although you do not want to open with bolas because it does not do enough pressure on your opponent.
All right, so as we
So,
see, Trajan did grab the wood treasure on the side there.
that's huge. That's a
Um,
good treasure.
so we'll see what he decides to do with that. Let's look at their decks. Let's look at Trajan's deck. So we do have some resource crates in there. No 8
That was
pikes.
about time.
And
I do not agree with no units.
yeah,
No units in
it's the
H2. That's
exact opposite
really
of his
bad.
last deck. Last deck he had
Yeah,
all infantry, and then this deck he has
I mean,
resource crates, and then
this feels like he wants to fast fortress.
hmm. Yeah, yeah,
It looks a
definitely
little
with
bit
the
like it.
H3 units.
Yeah, because if you are going to do a normal bank boom like the with this deck, it's going to be impossible, to be honest.
Yeah, he
I
does
mean,
have.
I guess he could send in two towers.
Yeah, I was gonna say the two towers could be helpful if Sue try to gain a lot of cav.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I
so
mean,
we'll see.
towers is it's really people would disagree with me on this, but in my opinion, towers are the way to counter Sue by
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
Hands down, if you go towers, you can counter Sue rates so easily.
especially H2 because Sue don't have that good of siege. They'd have to get the
Oh, dude, they have no siege to speak of,
yeah. All they have is the clubmen, which are
and
obviously
they
not
are
the
even
best.
nah, really are not good at siege.
They get the siege dance H3, right? Or is
Yeah,
it?
that's pretty good, but at that point, the rates will be well, unless you're playing against me, of course, but if you are not, the race will probably be over by then.
Yeah. So let's look at the Sue deck now. See what he's got here. So we got one of your favorite shipments, the four Axe Riders.
Oh, dude, that's really good.
He
And
also has the two Warhut Travois, which is an interesting one.
that's an also 400 or 700 food. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have the 15 Bison in there instead of that one.
Well, I do not really. I think the 15 bison is quite overrated, to be honest.
I think it's a situational shipment. If you're in a map where hunts are maybe a little bit harder to grab, that's a good
Well,
play.
the
But
thing is, with you, if you don't have full map control as Sue, versus I mean, if it's versus Iroquois, or Ottoman, I could understand it, but especially versus Dutch, you
yeah,
just
you hope you have
have
most of
to
the
have
map.
full, or French or whatever. You just have to have full map control as
Yeah,
Sue. Simple as that. And if you don't, you really, yeah, I mean, the Bison might help you a little bit, but by then you're already so far behind.
yeah, you make a fair point. There shouldn't be a food issue anyways, because you should be able to get any hunt you want, technically speaking.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
so here we go. See, you have the forward base on the side of the mountains
Oh,
there.
that's he has some the soup. Krikao has some really interesting cards, to be honest. Aggressive policy, Nakota support. That's the four Dark Riders for 1,000 coin. He has so many Dark Rider cards.
Yeah, we'll see if he can use it, take him to his
I'm
advantage. But
I'm not really a fan of it personally. I think he should switch out the four. I mean, usually in 1v1s, this looks again like a team deck, a deck made for
mm,
team games. Usually, you don't with Sue, you don't go further than Fortress Age.
yeah, so here we go. He's going in for this first attack, right around the walls that Trajan
Oh,
has.
Satans. Ugh, feels bad.
Lots of bows, and here we go. We got the first tower, taking some shots there.
Well, yeah, it might be me, but I'm not really a fan of, using Setons. Because they just take out the main reason why Sue are so good. That is the speed.
Hmm. So you'd rather get like bow riders or something of that sort.
Yeah, what I usually like to do as Sue is just open with 4 X Riders and then go either into, you know, be- then go either into Bow Riders or make more X Riders. For instance, versus Japanese, I always like to go with more X Riders.
Hmm.
And if it's necessary, I can always send in the Evening Star card.
Yeah, it's a great card. I like that one a lot.
But what I usually do is just semi-fast fortress, just ship 4 X Riders, and then make 5 bows or 5 axes. At max, I make 10 bows or 10 axes, and then just click up and go Rifle Rider and X Rider. Because Rifle Rider is so much more effective than Seton bows.
Yeah, so here we go. We got pikes coming out. Um, if he pays attention here, maybe he
Uh,
can see what's going on. Took down one.
that is Well, honestly, I think he
And here we
will.
go. Second minimum group
Uh,
pops out as well.
yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Town
And
Center.
this is why, and this pretty much shows exactly why I do not agree with Teton bows. Because what he usually did now was just, he tried to go in for the kill, but it didn't work out because of the Sioux lack of siege.
Yeah, you need that siege.
And now he is way behind, and it might pretty much be GG by now already.
So he's got a ton of Minutemen. And looks like...
Yeah, but those Minutemen, I mean, they might kill one X-Rider, but then one attack on Trample will kill them all.
Yeah, but if he closes off the walls, it could be a little bit of a use to him. He can continue to take shots
Oh,
without
that's
getting hit.
really used, but... Yeah, I don't know, I think Krikao played Sue completely wrong here. I mean, he did not really use mobility of any kind. It's certainly hard, of course, with the towers, but at least he could have went in for the raids at the gold at the back of Trajan's base, or
Yeah,
at least for some idle time. I mean, look at where Trajan is getting his hunts.
yeah.
That should never be allowed in this matchup, to be honest.
So he sent in a bank. He's going to get his third bank up here from the
Yeah,
shipment.
I think Trajan will age up soon.
And we have more bows being spawned in at the moment. It looks like he's going to go in for... Is he going in for an attack? Maybe just try
No,
to
I
knock
think.
down all those Minutemen? He's just going to go in for it.
Oh dear, that is. Oh dear, that is such a bad engagement.
So you see the Minutemen actually do decent when they get volleys off. You just got to be very careful,
Yeah,
as you said, with that
to be
trample.
to be fair, um, I think Trajan is using his Minutemen really well. I
Yeah.
mean, sitting them in a choke,
Mm.
or some kind of choke at least, where pathing is a little odd.
Yeah.
I mean, it also helps, of course. It helps a lot that Krikao does not have his War Chief anymore.
Mm. Yeah,
That is
he's just
quite
sitting right
huge.
there.
Yeah. And yeah, I think keeping them as defensively as he does, he's in a really good position.
Yeah, it's also kind of big too. He's not going
Not
to get
sure
any more.
what dance is
Sorry, go ahead.
Krikao doing.
I'm pretty sure you can find out. Let's see. Oh no.
Because I do not really know why he's dancing at that point. I mean, there's not really an engagement.
I think he's trying to boom Villies, maybe. Maybe
Well,
he has
that
train
would-
time.
Yeah, it appears he does.
There's a certain, I don't know what the right selection is. You can see the dance, so. But Devidas is about to go age 3. He's almost hit the age up here, so he has hit the age up.
And at that point, you can just spam skirms, and it will kill everything of Krikao. Literally everything.
He has the stable going up on the
Although
side
I'm
over
still
there as
not
well.
convinced because I have seen Trajan throw a game versus SpongeBob. SpongeBob Wall Bob. And he really threw that game by not making more than 3 banks. So I'm not convinced.
Alright, so we'll have to see what happens in this one.
He does have his stable, so that
Yeah.
will really help him out. Oh, it appears the dance was to return his war chief.
Ah, yes. There you go, he's calling you out. Thank.
Honestly, would prefer it was a bit faster, to be honest.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see.
That's just my opinion. But
Alright, so
I can't blame Trajan because he is just playing this one really well.
yeah, Krikao is about to hit his age up as well. He's almost halfway there. So
Yeah, but what does it give him?
at this point, I would
I
maybe
mean,
say the skirms that he can access, but even then, it's going to be difficult for him to match
yeah,
this.
but I mean, as soon as he sees those hussars, he would know skirms are not an option.
Yeah, if I was in his situation, I'd probably try to go axe rider and rifleman,
Yeah, I
maybe.
would not even bother with rifle riders, to be honest.
Would the axe riders do enough damage against Roits?
Yeah, what I would do is just make a shit ton of axe riders,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever I, oh there, that's it. That's a big rate.
Oh wow, I wasn't even paying attention. On the farm too.
Oh dear, so much idle time. Oh, that's disgusting.
I think that was very unexpected. So he immediately trained his from the stable. So
Yeah,
pretty solid play from Trajan right there.
that's a good play. I have to agree.
And here we go. Now he's
Although
gonna go
I
in for
do
his
not really
attack.
understand why Krikau made a farm when he had the
Yeah,
bison coming.
yeah. Or he could
Now
have
the attack's coming.
tried to go a little more north and just get hunts.
Still, not. He doesn't have the upgrades yet. This will be awful. This will be really awful for Krikau.
Bows are kind of all over the place. I didn't see where I was. Huzzar in the center map still.
Yeah, fighting underneath the TC, fighting underneath the outpost. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
looking good.
very difficult for him. And 3 dog soldiers have been spawned in down by the town center. Huzzar right next to him there. They gotta get into melee.
Yeah, but the Dark Soldiers, they lack the attack to deal with the sauce.
I
I feel
think.
like it's a little bit like shipping 5 Mamelukes
Hmm.
to deal with 10 Roulans in your base.
Sure. Yeah. I think the only thing that Krikau could really do is just mass cav and then do a siege dance or something and try to take down
Yeah,
some houses
I
maybe
mean,
or.
what I would do in this case is just make a button of make as many extra riders as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see your opponent, you have already made the setons, you know your opponent, you might probably know your opponent is going to counter them.
Mm-hmm.
So why not make just a whole lot of extra riders? And okay, this I have no idea. He got the elite bow rider upgrade.
Let's see here.
Oh man.
Interesting. I
That's
guess
a
he's trying.
waste of
He's thinking he's trying to try to deal with the hoods by that. I think.
yeah, that's such a waste of rest to be honest. I mean, X Riders deal with hussars just fine, especially with the siege dance or with the attack dance.
Yeah, and I would think additionally he has a ton of skirms in his army as well, so that'd be very hard to
Yeah,
micro that with the bow riders.
yeah. But finishing my story, I'm sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
I had to cut it off many times myself. Um, I would make a lot of X Riders and then just try to get full upgrades on them. And once I engage, just do the attack dance.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, your X Riders will have around 70 damage.
Yeah, especially if you put 25 vills on the attack dance, it'll give a
Yeah,
massive
25
boost.
heals on the attack dance, and at that point, they are pretty much unstoppable. I mean, that's usually what I do versus more campy civs like Dutch and Japanese.
Mm. So we have halberdiers coming in as well.
Good move, really good move.
Yeah, he's expecting that. He's probably
He's
thinking that X Riders are really the only counter that he has at this point.
Yeah, although I think you will be surprised by seeing some bow riders, but I mean, Trajan, I do not know. I think he has around 25 skirms by at this point.
Yeah, you can actually check how you do that. Yeah, if you go military
Go
units, yeah, it's
yeah
28. So
28.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty close.
pretty good prediction.
I like it.
Although I think I should Trajan should just try to finish it at this point.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go take down the forward base,
I
and
mean,
then
he
go
knows he's
for
way ahead.
yeah.
He even has some idle llamas. Dude, what is it with these guys and not taking advantage of the llamas? I mean, look at pretty much every llama there was on this map
That's still
is
alive.
yeah. And they have 400 food at this point. Yeah, this will be GG.
Absolutely slaughtered. And additionally, he's raiding at his home base here. At the same time, trying to get some hoods in there.
Yeah, I feel like he should now just... that Trajan should just cut off the cavalry from his main army. And just try to do anything with it.
Yeah, you
I mean,
don't see a chance back at this
at
point.
least not all the cavalry. I would keep the riders in there in case any riders might come. But you know, you have helps, you have riders, you have skirmishers. There's no compositions you have that can deal with that, except for mass X riders with full upgrades. But that is not going to happen in the current situation.
Oh, you can actually, if you look by their name, you can actually see what kind of dance they had it on. Well, I guess not anymore. It had he spawned the chief back again. It had the chief logo by the third age indicator by his name, but it doesn't say what he's doing on right now.
Yeah. I wonder. No attack dance? Certainly not. I think he still has the chief dance on.
And just impending doom at this point.
Oh dear.
Dog Soldier's going right into Halbs. Royt's right behind him. And this is going to be a massacre.
This has to be the GG. It was, to be honest, it was over already when the push failed. I mean, there was no way, almost no way that he could come back, that Krikao could come back from that.
And Devidas has gone age 4 as well. Everyone running inside.
I guess he's still playing because it's, you know, the final match.
Yeah.
If he loses now.
And he's going to call it.
That's so sad.
And that is it. So Trajan advances to the next round of the qualifiers. Let's check out this postgame.
Yes. Well, that is really one-sided. Really one-sided. There's not even a least... Oh dear.
You can see where he was trying to do his little villager boom. If you look on the villager count, you can kind of see he was doing it for a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then stop making villagers
Yeah.
for a moment after that.
I do not care what Donzel says. Seat on bows suck.
Didn't work in this one, that is for sure.
Well, in my opinion, if you have to go seat on bows, you are behind us, Sue. I mean, you can't really use them for you can't really use them for mobility like you can with bow and axe riders.
Mm-hmm.